Internet, this is Z Schrodinger's cat, and welcome to another episode of the Ripple Effect Minecraft SMP. Last time, I worked on this floor, did a lot of digging, did a lot of glass smelting, sand finding, repair tools, but now I actually want to work somewhere else. I want to work in the area that's through here. I need to get rid of these torches somehow, and then I need to put something at the end of this water elevator because we made it 2 episodes ago and we haven't had it go anywhere. It's completely useless currently in its current form. So I want to work on from here to someplace in the outside, and that will be an actual entrance to the world to this storage space down here, underwater thingy triangle, what's it. So, what's going on with this lighting? That's weird. I have an idea for it, and what I want to do is make a gigantic flower. Just like enormous. Not like the terrible, awful flowers I put outside of the teeth thing. I want it to be very large, and this is going to come out of the... I don't want to say stamen, because that's like a sex word for plants, but it's going to come out through the middle bit, and the petals will extend from it, and so you will climb into this gigantic flower, and then you will go down. I'll have to make some sort of fall down here, and you go into this hell pit, and then you go out into the ocean. It's a good progression of base. First things first, can I just cover this with red carpet to get rid of the torches? Because I kind of want to just do that. I wish I didn't have to, but I think it'll look better than the torches, especially if it's not lit up. Yeah, that's fine. What do you think, Theo? I agree. I also cleared most of the torches off there. There's a few up there, but I want to keep them so that it lights up the glass a little bit, because you can't really see them from down here. My only complaint is this area, the water itself is not actually lit up, which makes it not a focus. I did put a little bit of glowstone under here. I don't think putting glowstone in the walls would look good, because that would be very, very apparent against the black. It would be a really big contrast, so I don't know. It might be fine. I could get lanterns, actually, now that I think about it. I don't actually know how to make them. But I want to start by just making a shape here. It's gonna be more digging. Such is my life. I want to take some red wool and build it up around here, because I need to transition. I want to transition from this netherrack color to this granite color to like a white leaves that are then maybe tipped on the end? I don't know. First thing I need to do is build up some red. In a not super geometric, but kind of roundish way. And I needed to imply at some point a bulb shape, and I'm not sure how to do that. I need to have it cover this. Maybe I can just leave it open. But I would want to have like a ridge that comes up here. Though I also need a way out. In some color of wool that I have a lot of, which is probably going to be pink? Why not? I don't know. Some other color. I will try and build up some petals. I want to start them back down a bit so that there's a noticeable crevice between the middle bit and the petal, so that it doesn't look like it's just one big blobby form. Now, a problem herein lies that the wall of the room that I'm making over here is right over through here. So I don't have a ton of room. I guess I will come out of the wall of this place. I could have like an alcove with a flower bed or something like that. Now, I think that could actually work in our favor. I want to make sure they're pretty concave so they actually look like individual petals. I'm trying to get the scale right compared to the middle bit, and it's not the easiest thing in the world. But being in a cave and having something to place blocks against is very nice. Very, very nice. And helpful. That's not a bad petal, is it? That's not bad. Let me make some more. I am gonna add colors to it. I want to have these petals bend down a bit to face where they're going to be coming out of the wall. Well, not really coming out of the wall, I guess, because it's a little farther back, but at the wall, which will have an opening. This is really hard to see. Let me make it a different color. I'm gonna try doing a little bit of a gradient here. So I'm gonna use some light gray terracotta, some pink wool. Basically everywhere where this gray wool is, light gray wool, I'm gonna replace with like a gradient of, I don't know. I'm gonna have it be the light gray terracotta at the base of it, and then go towards pink, and then eventually towards white, I think. I think this is gonna require me to clear out a lot of area for me to look at this properly, but I think it might be a good start to something, at least. I missed a spot. Wow, that is a big old mess. I think I need to deal with this whole wall situation right now, because otherwise I won't know how to incorporate it in. Okay, that doesn't look great, but I think it's a good start. I'm going to bring some poles of this stuff, if this thing will get out of my way, please? Probably to about the level of this. And then behind it, I think I want to do some dark oak logs and then strip logs. And I'm gonna have this be a kind of table or like recessed cabinet type thing. And on top of it will be where the flowers are. This is looking very liney, so I want to break it up with some slabs, and then I want to do the same thing up here. Now that is good, but it's still a bit plain in here, so I think I might add a couple more lines here, and then maybe I make some spruce trapdoors, and I line them up here to add a little bit of a difference in the texture between here and here. I don't actually like that. I don't like that. I think I might want to do dark oak. Maybe? Yeah. Okay, I can live with that. Then I'm gonna make a kind of counter, I think. I'm gonna have a lip that comes around the outside of this top area here. Then I'll put some slabbage down to cover up the top of this. Now I've closed this area off enough where my brain can think about the stem of this thing. And I want to probably have it come down to around where the slab level is. So I'm just going to sort of, I want to spread it out a little bit and then come down in a bulb around the center bit. I'm a little bit pressed for space because this over here I can't break through. So at the bare minimum I have to cover up this red underneath here and then come down like that. Now this area back here is going to be a little bit tricky because, again, we have that there, and I'm not entirely sure how to work that into a plant. So I think what I might do is have this bit down here be more of like a vine. Alright, that's absolutely horrendous. Holy crap. That's terrible. Oh my god, that's terrible. I need to put something other than green underneath the bottom of that. I want to make more of a bell shape, and I'm going to use this magenta wool for now. Hopefully that won't be too bright. And then I'll just have the little stem coming down around here. Doesn't look good. I'm gonna try weaving in some green. God, it's bad. It's so bad. What's it look like from up here? Because I guess I won't be seeing it from this angle. Oh my god. Ugh. It looks pretty good from up here, but down here it's just like, what's even happening? I'm gonna try mixing a few more colors in to try and break up that terrible magenta blob I have right now. I'm gonna add some pink here, and then down here I want to sprinkle in some purple to give it a bit more of a gradient. Okay, that's a little bit better, if you can see past the scaffolding. This is still a problem up here. I don't know how I'm putting this in. I don't know what this is going to go into, is the problem. I think I'm going to cover this layer with slabs and work from there. Alright, now that I've closed that off, mostly, I kind of have a vision. I think I want to terraform this up with netherrack, mostly because this is right here, right up against the flower stem, So I don't really know of a better way to kind of incorporate this in. So I'm going to have this big flower, probably going to remove a lot of that ceiling, probably up at least like 10 blocks or so. And then I'm going to have netherrack terraformed in the same way that I did it in that room. And then I will go from there. Actually, since I need a better place for the nether portal, and I have all this negative space over here on this right side, this might be a really good place to tuck an organic looking nether portal. Pretty big one, too, because the other nether portal is now currently stuck inside of a cave full of chests. I want to make sure this thing is still a focus. I think that I will have the nether portal recessed back, like where that far wall is. I would love to have more than one beacon, but I am a coward. I am an absolute coward. In my 7 years of playing this game, I have never fought a wither in vanilla. I've fought it in modded, but that's not the same. I've put up one side. I still have to dig the ceiling out, but I want to start trying to shape out the nether portal bit of it. I want to have somewhat of a sloping shape to it that's framed by the angle of this flower. So I want it to be much steeper on this side than on the left side. And then I can have a second layer here, because I need to narrow it down a bit. But again, I want to keep it steeper on this this will be filled in. I'm not a super fan of this being half a block up from the floor. It would be wide through here, and then the portal would come up. And that should be a valid portal. I'll add some more in. I think I'll probably mix in some coal blocks or black concrete powder just to reduce the amount of obsidian I have to have. But theoretically, this whole area should be the purple portal block. This should be darker like that, and I think that's framed well underneath there. I can also add to the floor a mix of obsidian, purple glass, and purple wool underneath the glass. I didn't grab any glowstone, but I will put glowstone there. Like, this portal is flooding out, and then I cover that up. That needs to scatter a little bit more. It looks a little bit puny. I might be able to fill this whole bit in. Do I have enough? I do. I will. And then I will continue to put netherrack over here. And I will have this be recessed in the netherrack with it hanging over it a little bit. Gotta make sure I light that up or I'll get exploded. So I'm just going to terraform the rest of this, dig out the ceiling, and do that. And something with the floor, I think I will also have this lime wool coming up in little vines, roots, and stuff. So I have dug out the top of this and covered most of it with netherrack, except for the places that I forgot to do. But I'll do those later. Right now, I want to put in a little bit of a base of foliage around this thing, hopefully disguise the fact that currently it looks like hot garbage. I mean, I guess it's okay if you like garbage, if that's like your thing, but that's not really what I'm going for right now. So, I want to try to clean this up a little bit. I want to have them be pretty thin, like little blades of grass. Take out some of these bits so they aren't so thick. Maybe I'll do something like that. That could work. Don't like that there because it's blocking the middle of the flower. I need to get some stuff coming through here. I might want to open a pit here in the middle because we have this big open area and nothing breaking it up. So maybe the plants have like cracked through this wood and they're gonna open up, I don't know, a something or other. I could put water, maybe, or lava. I don't know. Fire tick is off on this server, so I could put lava in it, but I don't know if that would go with the other colors. I don't think it would go with the other colors, so probably no lava. So I have this hole, and I want to put some shrubbery around it, some grass strands. I don't want to block the flower too much. That's too high. And then I could fill this in down here. Actually, I might leave these being in the lime terracotta and these down here being green. Green, not a creative color. I could put some purple and magenta glass in here, like I have the glass over here with the glowstone. Oops, I forgot to put wool around that one. Oops. And this will also take care of the spawny bits. Now this doesn't look super balanced, so I want to put some greenery over here as well. That does look pretty busy, so I am going to add a little bit of green in here to fatten it up a little bit. Have a little thing jutting out there. Fill in that. That looks a little bit better. I want to fix this thing up here because that doesn't look quite right. Yeah, it certainly looks better. I think I'm actually going to switch this up a little bit. I have added a few more little jut outs from the floor. What was that noise? Roots here, things here. That's a technical term. I want to get some form of staircase down and up from this thing because currently the only way in is ender pearls. So, I want to get some glass and have some glass vomiting out of this thing. If it's going to make me vomit, I'm going to make it vomit. That's the deal. I want to make a small waterfall of purple. And I have to make sure I can actually climb up it so that it serves its point. It's not going to be particularly safe, but nothing in this place is, so I feel like we're on form. And then this is going to pour down. I'm going to remove this bit here, probably all the way through in here. I'll probably remove this whole area, make a little green thingy, and extend this kind of thing all the way across where the planks are now. That doesn't look right. I was thinking maybe having another bit pouring down here, but that would fall like right here. I'm not sure if that's what I want to do. I can try it. It looks weird that it's pouring out of that side and not anywhere else, and the curve is off, and I don't know. I am out of purple glass. That's not ideal. I can use this for now, just to get the shape right. I think I need to adjust that by a lot. I think that actually looks good. That side. Alternative plan, because this doesn't seem like it's going to come out right. I'm gonna put water dripping down here with just the blue glass, like I have it on the other side. I'll probably mix in, I don't know, I could just have it like a single little falling thing. Now, it needs to move towards the stem a little bit. Gravity needs to pull it this way instead of out, because when it's out, it looks like a tendril, and that is not the intended effect. There's plenty of tendrils, there'll be plenty more, but not here, right? And then that's not gonna be your stairway. I'm gonna fill in the floor here and fix all these holes, but I want to go through here, and then if I bust my way down here, I can have some sort of decorative tunnel that comes through here, down this hole, into this room, which comes out by the waterfall, or not waterfall, the water elevator here, and that will be the way down. And then to go back up, you just go, and then splat. And here we are. I think that's starting to look pretty good. I put some glowstone down here to give it light. I put some carpet on stuff. I want to start mixing in some other blocks into this netherrack because it really does need some more detail to it. It's very flat and so I brought some other blocks. I think I'm going to do probably gray terracotta, brown and gray terracotta, which I forgot the dyes for. I want to mix in the darker blocks near the portal area because that makes sense to me more, to create more of a gradient into the obsidian. I might also get some like coal blocks or something like that once I put this in, but for now I will just do this. I think I'll also put it more around the where it meets up with the wood to make a transition there. And then I also want to try mixing in some brown terracotta to create a kind of gradient. And this is starting to make it look more natural looking. And then I don't really know what I'm doing over here, but I also brought some, where is it? Light gray terracotta, and I'm wondering what it would look like if from this direction I start to blend in like this color. So from this side it's getting darker and from this side it's getting lighter. Then I can also mix in some terracotta, and I think I have some andesite around here somewhere. Yes, I mined some anyway. I have more. I have a lot more. God, I have more. And then I don't know if this will... yeah, actually, that looks pretty good. Just to continue adding some more character to this place and a little bit more change and stuff. I'm also going to try mixing in some more of this dark green terracotta along the sides here. Like it's climbing up the side. Mostly because I have this area here and I didn't really know what to do with it. Because it was this weird transition point, so I'm putting this up like that. I don't don't know if there's like a transition color that would be good for this. It really could use one. That definitely looks interesting. I think it'll look better once I deal with this thing out here. I also brought the darkness up. I also brought the dark blocks up here. Something needs to happen about the place behind there because that's not right. I think I need to continue adding some dark. That is looking pretty good, although I need to do something about up there, because it is, empty, and I need something to light up the top of the flower. Currently, it's just torches, and it doesn't look great. I also need to figure out what to do with these torches. I guess black carpet or something. This is a little bit harder. I could do andesite slabs, but that kind of ruins the effect of the gradient a little bit. But I guess it's okay. I wish I didn't have to worry about these damn spawns. It's cramping my style at every turn. It definitely looks better with the darkness like that, though. Having those dark areas back there, very good. Now for up here, I want to take a little bit of an assessment of the situation. This can be carpeted. This red bit here, so that's not really a problem. If I just check the light levels here, let's see, that's 7. That's 6. Meh. I think I might be able to just tuck a little thing in like that. You know, like that. And that'll take care of some of it. Just sneaking little glowstone bits around. Covering it in glass. Here's gonna be a little bit trickier. I don't know what to do for up here. Because I don't want to cover up these colors with any carpet or anything. I think I might be able to hang some hanging glowstone lamps up here. Hey! Who shooteth? Get out! Meh. Fortunately, we have these nice new walls for granite. I think for all the blocks that have new stones and stairs. They really need to add slabs and stairs for terracotta and concrete. I am very adamant about this. I believe our lack of slabs for those blocks is a crime against humanity and needs to be rectified immediately, or so help me God. This is a 7. Why is this a 7? Why does it have to be like that? Hold on. Let me make the glowstone thingy bigger. Let me do this. This could look pretty weird. I will have to put some glass around it to make it look not so weird. Maybe up like this, up like that. Is this the set? What is this block? It is now a 9. Good for you. It's a perfect cube. It's a good number. What does that look like? Okay. Alright, that doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. I mean, it still looks not the best. I think that wall there is throwing me. I don't think that works. Or at the very least, I need to add more bulk to it. Because it's very skinny. It needs to fatten up. How is that? No. I think I'm gonna have them more as more natural hanging stalactites. Is that the ceiling one? I think that's the ceiling one. Unfortunately, I need to have the glowstone really low because of the stupid spawns. But that's okay. We all gotta live with the cards that are dealt to us. What's the effect of that? Well, that glass, doesn't help, and it kind of looks like a big, glowstone, wing-wanger, but I think I can add some more in there to maybe help it out. Okay. Well, glass? Question mark? That one is actually better, where most of it is glass and then it just has a few glowstone bits on the end. I'm gonna do that to the rest of them. Okay, that is a bit better. I think we can justify not banning me from this site. It's starting to look pretty cool, honestly. I'm really liking how this place looks. It started out pretty bad, but it got better. I do need to do something about this area here because it's very, very flat. I want to mix in some blanks here of a different color to try and add some detail to the floor. Because this is out where it's going to be more of a table, bureau thing. So closer to where there's the spruce bridge. Bridge? Railing, that's what it is. What am I doing? Am I messing this up? I sure am. What do you want? Yeah, I'm almost dead. What? You bastards. Oh, no! Oh, hey! I had 67 levels. You bastard. And they disappeared, so I don't even get their stuff. It's still looking a little bit plain, so I want to add in some nether brick. Ideally, I would want like a darker... I would love this block or this block in a slab. Please. Please? Mojang? Please? I think that's actually a little bit too much. I'm going to cut it back to, like, that. I'm also going to put a bit of green terracotta over here as more plantage. I'm starting to really like this a lot, especially this area over here. I think this looks rad as hell. So I've added a few things to these walls. I've put some trapdoors along here. Haven't done it on the other walls, but I think that's a good solution for the spawn problem, where all those ugly torches are. I also put them up there too to make a kind of spruce wood sandwich. And then I did a bunch of terraforming behind here. I basically just made a long tunnel with varying shades of thing, totally undecorated, just doing the general terraforming. Yeah, I need to add a bunch of detail to it, but it does come out around here. I have this nether brick staircase, which I think looks pretty cool. I don't know, I want to put something neat in here somewhere. I think I might do like a pit of boiling liquid of some sort. So I'm actually going to dig out a bit of a pit. I'm gonna put some lighter blocks down here just to kind of highlight it a little bit and separate it from the material that's above and around it. I'm gonna blend it in there a little bit so it doesn't have such a sharp line of contrast. I also need to do that where there's lines of contrast between up there, but I will do that later. I'm gonna mix some granite in just so I don't have to make more light gray. I'm also going to put glowstone down here because I want this to be fairly bright, and then I'm gonna fill it with glass, and then fill it up with a few shades of glass to make it look all bubbly and frothy. Kinda like the lava lake out there, but different colors. There isn't a great color carpet to block spawns here with, so I think I'm going to try using some lanterns, which I've never actually used before. I actually had to Google a recipe. Can I not? I cannot put them. I cannot put them here? I cannot? There we go. I guess it can only go on blocks? Okay. That actually looks pretty good, honestly. Little glass there. And then I should be able to remove these. Just check the light levels. 9, 9, 10, 8. It's a 7. It's a 7. It's not good. It's bad. Bad. But I could just hang these around. I've lined this pathway with different colors of these lamps. I do think I need to kind of thicken up the base of these a little bit like that so that it isn't so... I don't even know the word to describe how I feel about these, but I think this gives them more of a base rather than just starting randomly. Actually, I alternated these two, and I think that looks pretty good. It looks like a chain. For this darker area, I'm going to try putting a few bits of glowstone around, probably recessing it a little bit, or at least putting it inside the walls. And then I want to cover this with leaves. And fortunately, we are in a biome that has kind of yellowish leaves, so that goes probably better with the general color scheme than the kind of that color right there. But I don't want any visible torches because they're ugly. I'm gonna sneak some bits of wool in here to add a secondary texture for plant life because I feel like that was getting a little bit too meh. I could do other leaf colors, but I feel like the change in transparency is good for this as well. I think this area here is a little bit weird, so I'm going to try putting in some purple wool like I have on the other side to try and blend that particular area in. I think that's a pretty good spread for that area. Is this light enough? I don't see any 7s. No 7s is good. These furnaces were originally going to be temporary, but I think I can actually find a place for them here. I'm going to mix in some red terracotta around the edges here to highlight them, and then have a transition to some regular terracotta. I'm also going to put that same gradient where it's touching the netherrack here, so it's looking like it's blending in a little bit more. I definitely think these chests need to go, and I'm either going to put like a lava pit in there or more furnaces. I'm thinking more more furnaces, and this shall be my furnace room. I added another wall of furnaces. I'm gonna add in some glowstone underneath here, probably with red carpet or red something or other, but I also want to try adding some black up here, because I feel like there's not enough change in the walls here. I know there's already a lot of change, but I still feel like it's not enough. I might replace this with coal blocks later. I'm also thinking maybe if I put a torch here and then I put a carpet. Oh, my particles are off. Now it's making smoke, and I could use that for my lighting around these areas. Now the walls over here are looking pretty plain, so I think I want to, first and foremost, get up with the worst scaffolding block I could possibly have chosen, and try and put some stalactites out of cyan terracotta. I thought of doing more the cobblestone walls, but I don't think more of that texture will look all too good. Best scaffolding block in the world. I will die on this hill. I think that helps it quite a bit. I also should probably add some up here. I could make some concrete and mix it around there, but for now I think that's pretty good. Gives that area some interest as you're walking by it. I think I'll just cover these bits in carpet, because it would be nice to have some shadow around here. And I think that is pretty good for this tunnel. And that, I think, is a good place to wrap up the episode. I think we got a lot done. I really like this area. I have grown to really like it. It has redeemed itself greatly, but that is it. So I'm going to say good day to you, Internet, and thank you for watching.